Get that view going. That view going. Okay. You already know. Let's get the view going. All right. So this is really just a retake for the Blackout Coalition, telling them about coconut oil. We got potentially 2 million people. We're going to tell people about coconut oil, get them healed, get them healthy. And I got some good news, I got some bad news. Just got a new vecina, a new neighbor, and she's got a lot of troubles, a lot of sickness. Everything feels bad. She always feels bad when she eats. I told her, let me help you, let me help you. And it makes me realize that I got the keys, we got the keys. We got the keys to a lot of doors, but are we willing to actually go to the door, put the key in, turn it, and unlock it? Are we willing to make the sacrifices to do what it takes to heal and to change the body? Or do we just want the answers from the doctors? Do we just want a pill from the doctor? Do we want a surgery from the doctor? Will that make us feel like we deserve our healing if the doctor does it instead of us doing it ourselves? I really don't know. But I begged her, I said, please give me 3 days. Let me make you breakfast for 3 days. I'm gonna do the water with lemon, the celery juice, a melon juice, coconut oil, colloidal silver, all that. Anyway, I'm gonna take a shot of coconut oil to start it, and we're going with chapter 1 of the coconut oil miracle, okay? And just think, are we really willing to do what it takes to heal ourselves, to try different things, to change our habits, to also change our outcomes? We will see. Almost fell out. I don't really recommend taking it like that, but I do it because it's just quicker. All right, the truth about coconut oil. If you were to travel the world looking for a people who enjoy a degree of health far above that found in most nations, a people who are relatively free from the crippling effects of degenerative disease, you couldn't help but be impressed by the natives who inhabit the islands of the South Pacific. These people in their tropical paradise enjoy a remarkable degree of good health, relatively free from the aches and pains of degenerative diseases that plague most of the rest of the world. These people are robust and healthy. Heart disease and cancer, diabetes and arthritis are almost unheard of, at least among those who continue to live on the traditional native diets. Researchers who have long noted that when these island peoples started to abandon their traditional diets in favor of Western foods, their health deteriorates. The more westernized the people become, the more their diseases mimic those commonly found in the West. Ian Pryor, MD, a cardiologist and director of the epidemiology, there we go, unit at the Wellington Hospital in New Zealand, says this pattern has been very clearly demonstrated by Pacific Islanders, and that the further the Pacific natives move away from the diet of their ancestors, the more frequently they experience degenerative diseases such as gout, diabetes, atherosclerosis, obesity, and hypertension. What is the miracle food these people eat that protects them from degenerative disease? Is it cocoa? What is this mysterious food that has been used throughout the tropical island cultures in the Pacific, yet is relatively uncommon in Western diets? A survey of the types of foods common among these people would include bananas, mangoes, papayas, kiwi, taro, seagull, palm root, and coconut. While all of these are common in the tropics, only a few of these are widely dispersed and used as a staple food sources by millions of islands' inhabitants. Mangoes, for example, are only found in limited locations and are not an important food source in most island populations. Bananas, likewise, are abundant in some areas but relatively rare in others and do not contribute much, if at all, to the diets of the people in other localities. The most universally eaten food among the Polynesian and Asian communities around the Pacific are the roots of the taro and sago palm and the fruit of the coconut tree. Taro and sago palm roots are rich in sources of fiber and carbohydrates and form the staple diet of many island populations, much as rice or wheat do in other parts of the world. Nutritionally, however, these foods are inferior to rice and wheat, containing fewer vitamins and minerals by volume. Such foods could hardly be the secret of islanders' good health. The only other food eaten universally throughout the area is the coconut. Coconuts have been used as a staple part of the diets of almost all Polynesian and Melanesian and many Asian peoples in this area's first centuries. They are used as food and as flavoring and are made into beverages. They are highly prized for their rich oil content, which is used for all cooking purposes. Coconut oil has a long and highly respected reputation in many cultures throughout the world, not only as a valuable food, but also as an effective medicine. It is used throughout the tropics in many of the traditional systems of medicine. For example, in India it is an important ingredient in some of the Ayurvedic medical formulations. Ayurvedic medicine has been practiced in India for thousands of years and is still used as the primarily form of medical treatment by millions of people. They actually have in India a holistic version of vaccines too in a city, starts with a K. In the Central American country of Panama, people are known to drink coconut oil by the cup to help themselves overcome sickness. Sounds like me, and I was born in Panama. What a coincidence. They have learned over the generations that consuming coconut oil speeds recovery from illness. In Jamaica, coconut is considered a health tonic, good for the heart. In Nigeria and other parts of tropical Africa, palm kernel oil, which is very similar oil to coconut oil, is a trusted remedy for all types of illnesses. It has been used there with success for so long that it is the most commonly administered traditional remedy. In China, ancient medical textbooks over 2,000 years old include the use of coconut for the treatment and cure of at least 69 diseases. Among the Polynesian people, the coconut palm is valued above all other plants for its nutritional and health-giving properties. The healing miracles of the coconut have been long recognized in those cultures where it is grown. Only recently have these benefits started to become known to the rest of the world. While still widely known to the Western society, the therapeutic benefits of the unique oil found in coconuts are well known among lipid oil researchers. This oil is used in hospitals to feed patients who have digestive or malabsorption problems. It is commonly given to infants and small children who cannot digest other fats. It has been a primary ingredient in most commercial infant formulas. Unlike other fats, coconut oil protects against heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and a host of other degenerative illnesses. It supports and strengthens the immune system, thus helping the body ward off attack from infection and disease. It is unique among oils in that it promotes weight loss, which has earned its reputation of being the world's only low-calorie fat. In our modern society, where we are constantly being advised to reduce fat intake, it sounds strange to learn that eating any one particular type of oil can be healthy and actually prevent disease. But eating more oil may be one of the healthiest dietary changes you can make if it's coconut oil. We are told that in order to reduce the risk of heart disease, we should limit fat consumption to no more than 30% of our total calorie intake per day. However, Polynesian peoples consume large quantities of fat, primarily from coconut. For some, fat makes up as much as 60% of their total calorie intake, twice the limit recommended as prudent. The 30% limit is probably a good standard with oils typically eaten in Western countries, but coconut oil is different. It is one of the good oils that promotes better health. As researchers have studied coconut oil, it has emerged as the premier dietary oil of all time, providing health benefits that surpassed even those of highly other highly regarded oils. Whenever coconut oil is mentioned, most people immediately think of saturated fat and therefore assume it must be bad. It's true that coconut oil is primarily saturated fat. What people don't realize, however, is that there are many different types of saturated fat and all of them affect the body differently. The type of saturated fat found in coconut oil, a plant source, is different from the type found in animal products. The difference is dramatic and is fully documented by years of scientific research. If you've been avoiding coconut oil because of its saturated fat content, you are among hundreds of thousands of others who have been purposely misled by self-serving commercial enterprises. At this point, you may be skeptical and perhaps even resistant to the idea that coconut oil can be healthy. At one time, I felt the same way. But several years of intensive research into the scientific literature as well as firsthand clinical use have revealed a new image of this marvelous dietary oil. Much of the information presented in this book is so new that even most healthcare professionals aren't aware of it yet. Using coconut oil for all your cooking needs may be one of the healthiest decisions you can ever make. In this book, you will discover many of the health-promoting benefits coconuts and coconut oil can bring to you. You will also learn why many researchers now consider coconut oil to be the healthiest oil on earth. You will discover why many Asian and Polynesian people call the coconut palm the tree of life. So that is week 2 of the Coconut Oil Miracle Blackout Edition. I'm gonna take another shot just to celebrate. I really don't like it like that, but you can see I did take it, right? Just buy some of this, all right? So your requirements for the 1-year healing plan, I need you either to try coconut oil, sea moss, black seed oil, or colloidal silver. And those are going to be your power formula for this 2021. Just every Thursday, I'll be talking about coconut oil because I personally have been taking it for 6 years. So